Hey guys, how are you doing? So it's Crypto Insight UK here on the 2nd of July. Wow. 12:30. We're looking at the Bitcoin chart on the daily here. As you can see, we're still kind of respecting this Wyckoff accumulation pattern with the low down here and the spring here. So we've had the spring with the back test, we've had a bit of a breakout, and then it kind of zigzags out of this zone. But we're still looking to reclaim the 40 to 42,000 area before anyone can say that we are back towards bullish sentiment and bullish territory in the market. We have slightly dipped below yesterday's low, have we? I don't know if we have actually. We might not have dipped any lower than what we dipped yesterday. Yesterday we dipped to 32,399 and today we are at 32,730. So no, we haven't yet dipped below, but it is looking like it will continue this downwards movement, although it is starting to accumulate in this area here around 32,700. So we could look at that as being a potential support. It would make sense in terms of the Wyckoff accumulation in this sort of area here. So this is the spring up, back test of the low, out we go towards this pump that we come down, back test halfway, and then we need the next push either to bring us up above the 36,500, come back for a back test on that, or if we really can, like we want to be reclaiming the 42,000 area, we need to be reclaiming that on the daily, because it will also reclaim the daily moving averages, which would be awesome. The 50 and the 200 day, that is. So we've got this bang. This is the pattern I'm showing you. I'd love it to get above here, probably reject the 50 day down to the 36. Big push, big push, big push up towards the 40k. That would be awesome if we could see something like that. Obviously, it's asking for a lot. At this point, it seems like it's asking for a miracle, but that's just because sentiment in the market's low. We've been basically crabbing sideways. Doesn't matter what sort of TA you watch, listen to, look at. We've been ranging. I know we've had a lower low to 28,000, but we've essentially ranged from 30 to 40,000 for a long while. So let's just say we broke into the 40,000 zone here. We've been inside this zone for 44 days and 12 hours, and it feels like an eternity. I understand exactly where the sentiment is, but if you just look at the structure of this market, it's just waving up and down, ranging between these areas. We keep looking to have a push one way, reject it, the other way, reject it, which is basically the halfway point, 35,000. We're rejecting that at the minute, coming down to about 32.5, looking to push up, but it's not a nice place to be, especially as an investor, and definitely not a nice place to be if you bought up in the 60,000s. Every day is just grueling for you. I completely understand that. But don't be disheartened. Think about what crypto is going to do in the long term. If you haven't checked out my TikTok, have a look at the videos we put out yesterday about Congress. If you're into XRP, we'll have a look into that in a second, and I will speak a bit more about XRP itself there. Let's have a little look at Ethereum. So Ethereum, we were in this ascending wedge pattern, which we faked out above, broke down below, bounced off the 50-day moving average on the hourly, did manage to get just above this Fibonacci retracement level, up to, we wicked to $2,286, and we've come down, and now we are creating a support level on the top of a previous swing high. So that is quite a positive structure there, as long as we don't drop any further. We would like to reclaim these 50 and 200 day moving averages on the hourly. Let's have a look into XRP. Again, similar sort of story as it will be with most of the altcoins, I would have thought. We seem to be having these wave impulses, so I'll show you what I mean by this, or impulse waves. So we've had our double bottom here, bang, bang, and then we've sort of waved out, come down, accumulated, waved out, come down, accumulated, but so far it looks like we are accumulating at a higher low, which is what you want to see, and the highs have been higher, so this is what you could look for the next one. Wave out, come down, accumulate. So that's the sort of structure, as you can see there. Let's have a look at what the percentage moves look like. So from that bottom to the top was a 33% move, and then what did we come down from there to the low? We lost 16%. From the start of the move to the high, we gained 23, 22. Or if you go from the very low, let's go from the very low, we gained 26. And then this retracement so far, we've lost 13. So we could be looking at this being around here for the bottom. We may come down and touch this. This support line that I have drawn in the thick line there. And you can look for the next move to be between 20 and 30%, which would be around the 77, 78 cent mark, which would work quite well, as we do have a resistance level at the 78 cent. But let's see what happens. Just some things to bear in mind there, guys. One thing I do want to touch on is XDC has really been popping the last few days. We'll have a look at it on the daily. Sorry. It came down, it wicked and touched the 200-day moving average. We then had a big green day that took us above the 50-day, and since there, we haven't really looked back. We had one day where we wicked all the way down towards that 50-day moving average, but still managed to end the day on a green hammer and had the following 2 green candles so far after that. Let's have a look where we are from the absolute bottom. If anyone bought in on the 200-day, you'd be up like 100% at the minute, and what an awesome buy that would have been. I think this is off the back of a partnership rumor with XDC. So whoever has recently bought into that, well done. Good purchase. I will be looking out for what happens when we get to the 0.13 cent mark for XDC. Some other things I wanted to look at, which I was looking at earlier, are the total altcoin market cap. So today and right now, literally, we have wicked and touched the 200-day moving average on the total altcoin market cap. We seem to be respecting that as support for now. We are down 2.88% on average for the total altcoins. We would like, again, to see some volume to come through and regain this 50-day moving average, which we haven't really been able to regain for quite a while. We've been below the 50-day consistently for, again, 44 days. It's not a nice feeling. I understand that. We need to have a big breakout. It's very possible, guys. We just need some catalyst to come through in the market, and it's just a guessing game of when that could happen. We keep getting a lot of bullish news. What I'm personally waiting for is for us to see what companies have put on their balance sheets for the second quarter of the year. I'm not exactly sure when that gets announced. I know it's Independence Day in America. Does that mean we're going to get some price action, positive or negative? Who knows? People might be celebrating, buying some crypto, talking to their family, buying crypto with their family. But at the same time, also institutions won't be buying, and I do think it's mainly institutions that are moving the market at the minute. For the total crypto market cap, we are below the 200-day moving average, and we've been below that for 12 days. I would like to see us reclaim that soon. We did wick down and touch this previous all-time high and use that as support so far. Could we be looking at coming down for a double bottom? Maybe. Would I like to see that? Not really. I think we can find some resistance, some support in here and start to move out of this area. To be fair, there's not really too much to report on right now, guys, because we are still just flirting in the same area that we have been for a long time. Bitcoin looks like it's coming in towards that buy box that I have drawn in. Whenever we see it touch this area, it does normally reject it quite heavily. So I'd be looking for a rejection here. If we do manage to break below that sort of 32,200 mark, that's where I look at the rejection to come in and us to start moving back up. Should we have that move, I think we should break above this level here that we've formed as a high, 36,600. So I could see, if we get a positive move, at least a 15% upwards movement from Bitcoin. But as I said, what I do want is, from where we are now, we need to move probably about 25% to get up to the 42,000 level and reclaim their moving averages. That's really what I'm looking for in this market. I haven't looked at what the MACDs are doing, so let's have a quick look at what the MACDs and RSI is saying. I had a look at the RSI yesterday on my TikTok, but let's have a look at what the MACDs are saying. So we are the MACD doesn't really know what it's doing either, to be fair. We have cross bullish, then bearish, and then back bullish again, but it looks like it's setting up for another bearish cross. So again, the MACD is a bit all over the place. We aren't at the very low, which means that there is potential obviously to drop, but also we aren't positive either, so there is potential for us to rise. So we are just kind of waiting for some kind of indication from the market. Everything's a bit all over the place. No one knows what's really going on right now. We are all making our best efforts of what we think will happen with the market. The RSI, still bullish divergence there, so that is a positive. It means that the strength looks like it's picking up in the market, but on the charts it shows that we are slowly losing strength, and that's sometimes a sign of a reversal pattern. So let's see what happens there. But we need some more confirmations before we can say anything for sure. But as I put out a TikTok yesterday, there were a few other things that, especially news-wise, that have been coming out that should lead eventually to some positive in the market. So they're the things that I've been keeping my eye on recently. If you haven't seen the Quincy Jones interviews, go and have a look at them if you don't understand XRP. I was thinking about making a YouTube video where I just go over everything XRP for you guys and see what we can do, and try and clear up some questions. To be fair, if you do have any questions about XRP, please drop them in the comments of this video, and I'll try and answer them and cover everything that I can in that YouTube video that I'm going to make there. But until then, guys, peace up, A-Town down, have a great weekend. Come on, England, quarterfinals tomorrow. I will be watching that. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do want me to cover anything specifically, please let me know. We can talk you through some chart patterns or technical analysis, or some indicators. Whatever you need to know or want to know at this point, while the market is sort of crabbing sideways, until we have any sort of news, I can cover whatever you guys want me to cover. I would like to make some things that would help you out long term, maybe with your trading journey or your crypto journey, either one. I'm here to help. So yeah, let me know in the comments, guys, and peace up till next time. Thank you.